Welcome to another episode of Cinema Outlaws. We're going to be talking about Mandy, starring Nicolas Cage. You know, this is my most anticipated movie of the year, actually. When I saw the photos, I knew this was going to be a special movie. I knew this was going to be nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Crazy evil.
Mandy was directed by Panos Cosmatos, but he did Beyond the Black Rainbow, which I thought was a snoozer. So I was a bit skeptical if the snoozer effect would be in Mandy. Now, it's debatable if the first half of Mandy was a bit snoozish. However, granted, I loved the cinematography. I was just blown away how atmospheric, and the soundtrack by Johan Johnson's, R.I.P. Amazing soundtrack guy for Sakaro. He did the track The Beast. One of the reasons why I didn't mind the slowness of the first half of the movie, because it reminds me of this kind of mixture of a romantic death metal occult build-up to... I'm an occult guy. I'm not, that doesn't sound right. I'm not. I like movies about the occult. I think they're cool. You know, I always thought, all the satanic stuff, even though I've never would join a cult, and I really liked the actress who played Mandy, Andrea Riseborough, the focal of this movie, and I think she was a totally awesome metal looking chick. She's drawn like weird like deer's heads, and I just think like she is like the quintessential ideal girlfriend that metalhead dudes. So like like she's a quintessential girlfriend. So when things go down into what happens to her, without spoiling it, you get a build up where it's like this like sort of like this it's not like going like X videos and you're like, oh yeah, let's skip into kissing and then the licking, just go right to the pounding. I think a lot of people expected Nicolas Cage to be the whole movie. Like, I don't think that would have been as effective. I think when he does go crazy, ultimately we get to the chainsaw fight, which was nuts, and the gimp suit guy. I mean, I don't know what people are complaining about. I mean, I know it was slow in the beginning, but this might be my favorite movie of the year. Absolutely gets a A+ for me. An A+. That's like the best score you're gonna get from me. I think I'm a little biased. I think, but there's like these cool moments. I love how it opens. It's like sort of like this muted green inferno, Cannibal Hollis beginning, and with the helicopter and where they do the screens where it's like where they're in the Mandy title screens doesn't even come to later. Like there's like there's like these cue screens and like the I just love the way it was filmed. It's as metal and artsy fartsy as a death metal. If death metal went artsy fartsy, it would be Mandy, because it was arty and it was death metal and it was just a cult. It gets crazy at the end, and I think when all said and done, I think maybe Suspiria might be on a lot of people's first this year, but I'm pretty confident that this is going to stay number one no matter what, because I just don't think. I just think one thing I don't like Suspiria is it's a remake, but I'm not going to hold that to it when I see it. But Um, well, let's talk about Andrea Riseborough a little bit. She looked weird. She looked so weird in this movie. And she's smoking weed and she's drawn. She's reading cult books and her eyes. I think that's what I really focus on. If you focus on her eyes, there's different segments where they're different color and one eye is bigger than the pupil is bigger than the other. And I think this sort of is like this. I don't know what the symbolism behind it, but I think it's a sort of like when she's in different transitional states of her mind, like when she's walking through the woods and she sees the dead baby calf, or she's just walking down the path and it's all red. And I think that's why one of the main reasons why the cult member thinks she's sort of like this chosen one and like chooses her to adopt her. And okay, this is one of the low points in the movie, but it's not really a low point for me because I did like the whole scene is when she does get adopted and she listens to the song and like in this whimsical like he's looking into the camera and he's like in the space and the moon and the craziness and I'm just like granted I smoked a little bit and I drank a little before this movie, to get me in the mood, but that part I was like sort of like drifting, and then we get to the Nicolas Cage part, and it was a wild ride. I think there's a moment in Mandy where there's no denying where it just picks up. This is what we're going to do some spoilers here, where she gets burnt by those Weathergimp maniacs, and the main cult guy stabs him, Jesus Christ style, in the abdomen for him to bleed out, and then leaves, and then he gets down, escapes the barbed wire, and he finds Mandy, and she's charred, and her skull disappears. And it's this crazy scene where it's like, holy shit. Like, that was brutal. Like, she just disappears right in his hands. And, he goes inside and there's that stupid fucking, but funny, Cheddar Goblin. And he's like, he's just so out of it. He's like, Cheddar Goblin. And he goes in the bathroom and he chugs all the vodka. And he just goes nuts. And that's when it's on. And that's when he goes and sees Bill Duke. And he has that custom axe weapon. And he goes nuts on those, occult scumbags. And he goes Rambo. He goes full on. This is the closest you're gonna see Nicolas Cage. This is the movie where Nicolas Cage becomes Rambo, and I don't think we're ever gonna see it again because I don't think Sly's ever gonna be Rambo 2 ever again. I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger's ever gonna be Conan again. Not saying he can't be Conan, I'm just saying he's not going to be peak Conan barbarian, chopping off James Earl Jones' head and throwing it down the stairs. Badass. I mean, maybe. But Nicolas Cage, this is peak. You know what? I think this is another reason why people kind of were pissed off with the Mandy movie, where you really can't meme him in this movie. You can't meme Nicolas Cage and Mandy. He was too good. So this movie is metal as fuck. And it's my favorite movie of the year. Alright, let me know what you thought, Mandy. I'm probably gonna get a few. It was boring. Fine. Fine. That's fine. One of these days, when you're just chilling on a lazy Sunday, spark up and you're gonna watch Mandy, and you're gonna be like, holy crap, that dude was right.